welcome back to the 23 Foils channel. Today we have my second box of Ursula's Return. I already opened my first one. This one I feel like has an incredibly high chance of pulling Enchanted, just because my store didn't get very much allotment, and I kind of have a pretty good idea of how many people have gotten an Enchanted. So I feel like the odds are pretty good on this one. If not, I still need every legendary for the decks that I'm building and most of the staples. So either way, this should be pretty good. While we're going on about this, I'd love to talk about the new Enchanted arts, get people's thoughts and impressions. Early on, there's a lot of haters talking about how they don't like the new art style, they don't like the black background, they don't like the cards weren't as high quality as the ones before, etc. and so forth. I feel like I enjoy the fact that it's a different style than the previous ones because the fakes were getting super good. And so anything that makes it a little bit harder to replicate, I'm a major fan of. I think some of the new arts are pretty cool. Especially the one style. I think I can't remember the artist name, but the Jasmine, I think the Anna, I mean. The Sisu, another ice block. I think that's the fourth one I need. They kind of have this black background and a very detailed character. Some people are like, hey, I really miss how detailed the backgrounds were. This feels kind of lame, but that and the kind of new Surge foil standard, I think it looks pretty sweet. Only one I have the bases off of, I got to hold someone else's Ariel, and I have the Super Goof. Super Goof doesn't have a blank background, it kind of has like a lightning-y sort of storm background going on with it. Ooh, there we go. Legendary Ursula. Great card to get. I do think she definitely has a place in the meta. I don't know if she has a place in my Ruby Amethyst or not, but it is a very well statted card with very promising abilities. I am kind of interested to see how the Jetsam and Flotsam deck is looking. It's one of the very couple super themey decks that they have going on. They have the Musketeers, they have Brooms, and Jetsam and Flotsam. I've seen a lot of people hype up the Brooms, but I'm kind of curious where the Eels sit at this point. Oh, there we go. Legendary Cinderella. That's great. Good old Singer 9. Alright, sitting pretty good. Would love to see Legendary Sisu. And lots of baby Sisu. I like that foil one. It's pretty perfect. I do think that has a great place in my Ruby Amethyst deck. It's good removal. It targets things I really want to get rid of, especially some of those mid-game characters. Oh, there we go. Legendary Donald Duck. Hopefully that's not all the legendaries we'll see. They're pretty good ones so far. Legendary Cold Foil Piglet. Alright, so unfortunately I don't think I'll be getting an Enchanted because of that. I'll just sleeve it up though. And also unfortunately I think the standard legendary that is only going for $3 or $4, I think. So pretty unimpressive. Maybe it has a place in the meta that people haven't discovered yet, but they are not valuing it like it does. Either way, love getting them for the collection. Love to see some more of the Kingdom Disputed. I think in my Ruby Amethyst deck that will fully replace Be Prepared. I feel like I've only been running 3, especially in the last format. Oh, there we go. Here's Sisu. And a lot of the times I'm sacrificing my board state too. There's not very many times I'm like, oh god, I have nothing on board and they have a million. Most of the time I've done a pretty good job of controlling their side also. So I think this adds a pretty good way to control their board early enough to prevent them from getting to that point, while also kind of aggressively questing with Tremaine and this Sisu here. I think I do a pretty good job of keeping their board under control without having to resort to something that drastic, which hopefully can help me eke out some early wins. As far as trade goes, I currently have a store that's holding me 3 enchanteds from this set I should be able to trade for pretty outright. With a lot of the contents you guys have seen me open. I have a Anna, an Ariel, and I can't quite recall the third. I feel like it's not one of the big princesses. Pegasus, there we go. There's Sisu and Muses. Alright, not bad. Sorry about that, folks. Oh shit, I think I see an enchanted back there. Let's not get too hyped. Or maybe all the hype. Oh, it's definitely an enchanted. Wow, Ursula. Look at that. Well, this is definitely one of those super rare occasions I talked about where you can actually get a legendary cold foil and an enchanted out of the same box. This is incredibly uncommon to happen. This is definitely one of my chase cards. I've been wanting Ariel and Ursula from this set. So it is fantastic to get her early, and I definitely look forward to getting the Sit Championship versions. I was able to get 2 Stitch Championship promos. I'm hoping to do that or significantly better at this set. I feel like I've learned a lot as a player. can definitely be a lot more consistent. You guys go. Like I mentioned before, I think the foiling pattern is a little bit different. The character is always behind it. This one definitely has a really impressive background. Overall, super impressed with the art. I don't think it's life or death that the character's behind the foiling. Yeah, heavily in favor of that. Let's put her front and center, maybe somewhere with no glare. Well, that's seeming to be impossible. All right there, that's pretty good. Get some of that iridescence going off on it. I was incredibly lucky with the legendary cold foil as well. I think the only way this box can get any better if it still gets that 4th legendary slot that they kind of average. I feel like that's a little bit greedy of me to say, but not outside the realm of possibility. Foil Dolores. Here's the rest of that last pack before I got too stuck on the hype train. Let's get these over, get Dolores in here. I think the icing on the cake would be if there's a Diablo in here as that final slot as well. And I think I finally have 4 ice blocks, so it's nice. Have it extra for trade. I know lots of people will be looking for it. Really looking for some King Undisputeds. I don't know if I'll get much more of the product I've ordered before I leave for Atlanta. It'd be really unfortunate to leave without that play set of songs. But then again, maybe I do so well I don't need to do the secondary events. Wouldn't that be nice? Really make these ones hard. Brawl, perfect. Looking for some more of those. King Undisputed, thank you. And the Hera foil. I don't think I really intend to run any of the new Hercules, which people kind of refer to the newer, worser Maui. I'm a little inclined to agree. I'm not quite sure. Oh, Goofy Super Goofs is actually my first copy of him I've been able to find, besides my Enchanted. Overall, sitting really good on this set. 2 boxes in and maybe 10 miscellaneous packs. Sitting at 2 Enchanted. Feels nice compared to Inklings when I was 0 for 8 boxes for a good while. Hopefully I can grab a couple more Super Goofs and King Undisputed. I'll be sitting pretty good for side events. Lots of Pegasus, it's nice. pack magic. Can we get that last legendary slot? Brawl, thank you. Alright, unfortunately no fourth non-foil legendary slot, but we're still sitting pretty good. Piglet, legendary cold foil. Ursula, legendary. Cinderella, legendary. Donald Duck, and of course, the great and mighty Ursula. Alright, thanks guys for tuning in.